Yo,
Yo,
what's good? What's good?
what's up? What's up, man? Our
Man,
good people.
there you go, there you go.
Working. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's up, our good people, man? I know it's been a while, like we always say. It's
Hey
been a
man,
while.
life be life.
Life be life, man. You know what I'm saying? We be trying, man, but hey, we got jobs, family. You know what I'm saying? It be hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And we be,
For
we
sure.
two hardworking men, so hey, we gotta get our rest in. You know what I'm saying? But as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Um,
Edition of the bros.
yep. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. What they gotta do?
Tell tell a friend, to tell your mama, cousin, daddy, sister, and your brother friends.
All that.
Nah,
But we got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff we did miss, but we'll try to cover some of it. In this episode. But go get right into it. Go read the first topic.
first topic, basically, man, we just gonna give y'all our little take on the NBA playoffs, man. Quick little preview or whatnot with the what name. You know what I mean?
Right. So as of right now, seedings are still getting played out. I think it's a game on now with Denver and San Antonio. They should be finished. By the time we, finish this episode. But I think Denver is fighting with somebody else in the West for seeding. So, um, but we'll just go off with basically off, how it looks right now. Um, so as of right now, we're gonna start in the East. Number one seed is the Pistons. Number two seed is the Celtics. Three seed the Knicks. Four seed the Cavs. Fifth seed is Toronto Raptors. The sixth seed is the Hawks. My Hawks. You know what I'm saying? We made it finally. Should have been
And,
clinching spot, but they finally
hey,
did.
he was stressing.
Right. And well, those are top six seeds. So those seeds is basically already in the playoffs. Seven through was that 7 through 10?
7, 10.
Yeah, 7 through 10 is fighting for the last two spots. You got the seven seed, which is the Sixers. The eighth seed is Orlando Magic. They play each other Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday. And then the ninth seed is the Hornets, and the 10th seed is Miami Heat. Now, Miami Heat been in playing at least the last 3 or 4 years, so I don't know what's going on out there, but they got to change something up soon. I know they tired of being in the playing.
Hey man, they're going to have to put some pieces around Mr. 83.
Yeah, Mr. 83, man. Shout out that boy, man. Yeah, he did score 83, man. I know, like I said, we missed a lot. We'll you know what I'm saying, cover it as we, go along. Shout out that boy, man. He had 83 points. Everybody trying to, what I'm saying, dog him, say, oh, he ain't better than Kobe. Hey, man, the man scored 83 points. You can't
I
deny
mean,
that. You ain't scored 83.
it ain't better than Kobe, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't deny what
Yeah.
happened. Like that's a part of history. Now I understand the frustrations of people. Like it's like, don't get me wrong. As a basketball fan, Kobe is in my top five. Kobe always gonna forever be in my top five. But like I said, I can understand the frustrations of where they coming from, being that majority of the points came from the line, but that's just the league we in now. Like
Yeah.
it's man, I'd get to arguing with my partner at work every other day because he's so worried about LeBron just being the greatest of all time. I'm like, bruh, he's a great player, but he's definitely not the GOAT, my boy. Like he might be your GOAT, but he'll never be my GOAT, bruh.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's true.
always gonna forever be 23. The original 23. Not
Yeah.
him.
Right.
The
Yeah.
original.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Like you can't, like you said, you can't take that away from him, bro. It's so easy to get calls these days, bro. That's just the way the game go. So yeah, majority of the points came from the line. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and then like I say, it wasn't like even with his teammates foul and stuff. He was telling them not to foul, like don't do that, just play the game. But hey, they chose to do that because they want to see history. So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, they gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Then you get back to the
Yeah.
bracket. Back to the bracket. On the west side, we got the Thunder that's the number one seed. The Spurs as the 2 seed, which is shocking because I'm quite sure nobody had the Spurs being a 2 seed this year.
They
If
look like they
anything,
finna lose.
huh?
They look like they finna lose.
They is, but I think they gonna be the 2 seed regardless.
Yeah, because
Um,
I think they just for advantage, right?
right, and I think with the Nuggets and which the Nuggets are the 3 seed and the Lakers in the 4 seed, I think those are the ones going back up who gonna be the third and fourth. But right now, Denver winning and the Lakers winning, so I'm guessing or assuming it's gonna stay the same if both teams win. So look like the Nuggets will be 3, the Lakers will be 4. Then the 5th seed is the Rockets, which is shocking because I thought they'll at least be a top 3 team this year. Uh, sixth
But they a
seed is
playoff team though. Like beginning
yeah,
of the season, I knew they were gonna be a playoff team, but I don't know what happened at that point.
yeah. I mean, to me, they still missing a point guard, and I mean with Van Fleet, if he wasn't hurt, he probably could help in that category. You know what I'm saying, or that position, but they still need a point guard to be honest. The Timberwolves is 6, the Suns is 7, the Blazers, which is shocking because nobody thought they was gonna even be in conversation. After what happened with Chauncey Billups gambling situation. So to see them in the play in, that's a
Hey,
good thing.
antics ain't got nothing to do with what they got going on.
Yeah, true, true. Um, the ninth seed is the Clippers, and then the 10th seed is the Warriors. Now that was gonna be a classic. That's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
classic play-in game. Both teams, really played under par this year. You know what I mean? Both of them thought they would at least be in that top 6, but they in that position now. So I think that's gonna be a good game. But like I say, right now, that's look like that's gonna be the bracket on both sides. Um,
The playing game gonna be. Well, I know in the East it's gonna be Heat and Hornets,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and
So
then the Suns and the Suns and the
Blazers,
Clippers. Well, the Clippers are the Blazers.
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
it would be the Blazers.
Because the way I'm looking at it now, like I say, it look like it's gonna be the Suns and the Blazers, and then Clippers and the Warriors. But either way, those are playing teams. So however they sit by by like I said, this Sunday. So by tomorrow morning, they should be finalized. But I think
Mm-hmm.
they kicked the playing games off on Tuesday. Um, I think all 4 games gonna be good. It's really hard to say who gonna win them. Outside of maybe the Sixers, but even with them, they so up or down you can't tell.
That's a fact.
So I expect to be some good games, and then I think the playoffs start uh, April 18th, which is this Saturday. Will be this Saturday coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's gonna be interesting to see, what teams get those final spots, and then once the bracket is finalized, so who gonna pull off a big upset. I don't think we had a big upset in a long time in the playoffs. Um, I mean, unless you want to say, well, you can't even say it because the Celtics, they really last year they wasn't coming off that championship run. They really weren't that strong as the year before when they won the championship. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I think like I said, I think it's possible there could be some upsets. I know a lot of people got the Hawks. Uh, putting off a good win in the first round against the Knicks, or at least think they can. I mean, I'm quite sure
I
most
think
people
that
will go with the Knicks.
they may past the first. I don't think they're gonna get past the second, but
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
definitely first.
I was saying the same because I think in that second round it's gonna be hard to kind of beat either who they have to play. Uh, Probably Boston to be honest.
I
Yeah, they
really
might
think
have to
that's who
play.
it's gonna be too.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to beat Boston, but I think they could get the Knicks,
I
man.
think
But they
Boston
just
not to discredit the East, but I think they're gonna be a cakewalk for Boston coming out of the East.
you think so?
Yeah, I don't really see nobody else contesting them like that.
I mean, I'm not really worried about the Cavs. I ain't worried about the Cavs.
Definitely worry about the Cavs. I don't even see even Detroit. I don't even see Detroit
Yeah,
sticking with them
well,
like that.
the thing with them though is Cade. How soon can he get back to his rhythm? Because he just came back from that punch along. Um, it's
And
gonna be interesting.
I ain't even expecting him to come back. Like,
I didn't either. I thought he was gonna at least wait till the playoffs, but he came back.
I
At least
mean,
he.
even then, I ain't expecting him to come back for the playoffs. Like, bro, that's something serious.
And I mean, I expected him to come back for the playoff, but I thought it would be like if they advance at least to like the second round or halfway through the second round. Because you gotta look at that happen with like early March.
Mm,
Yeah, so even though they still will be a quick time, but I think the way doctors is now and all this technology and all that, it kind of can speed the process up in a sense, depending on how bad it is. But um,
yeah,
I think with him coming back, it could get him an extra boost. But like I say, you just got to see if how far he can or how quickly he can get back into his rhythm. Um, but I mean, you could be right though. I mean, a lot of people really expect Boston to come out the East anyway. The way Jaylen Brown played, and then how Tatum came back from his injury, start back playing, and he been balling himself. So it's gonna be
yeah.
interesting to see, man.
That man got something to prove.
Yeah, and then I mean the Cavs gonna be there, but like we always say, we can't trust James Harden, especially if we go to a game seven. We can't trust him. So
Too many step backs.
right, too many.
Too many
so
step backs.
so yeah, the East gonna be interesting, man. On the West, I think it's really gonna boil down to two teams in my eyes. And that would be OKC and the Spurs.
I don't
Um,
even say well, yeah, but I say three. If Jokic and come out
but yeah, I forgot
in
about them.
come out in rare form. I think they're gonna be. I think just his size alone, a lot of players can't handle that. He got the
Yeah,
height and weight. Versus Wimby, he just got the height. Like, don't get me wrong, he got the reach too, but you can pretty much bag him down.
yeah, that's true. So yeah, I forgot about them, but yeah, so I say them three teams. Outside of those three teams, everybody else, is kind of like up there. You don't know, if they go play a a good solid 4 games to win the series and move on, in each round, or they just go win a couple of games and then fizzle. You know what I'm saying down the line. But I think the playoffs gonna be interesting this year, man. I know a lot of teams try to prove themselves. There's been constantly in the playoffs, just couldn't get over the hump. But um, yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. But my thing is with the Spurs is gonna be can Wimby because I told people this when he first got drafted. I said with his size, it's gonna be hard to say he gonna stay healthy his whole career.
Of course,
You feel what I'm saying?
he pretty much another KD, bro. Like, bro, this I'm not as tall as they are. Nowhere near as tall as they are. But, bro, that height like that, bro, that jump start to weigh on your knees.
Yeah,
And then, but already thin the paper. One big gush of wind and he gone.
yeah, yeah,
So he just them bones ain't. Them bones a little free of it, dog. That's all I can say.
Yeah. So I mean, but as long as he stay healthy, they got a shot to really get to the finals for sure. Because like I said, they even in the regular season they was dominant against OKC. And people, you know what I mean, had people raising the eyebrow like, dang, like they really single handedly beat OKC. You feel what I'm saying? So they got a shot. He got to stay healthy, and then everybody got to else do their part, continue to do their part.
Of course.
But yeah, that's like I said, that's our preview of the playoffs. Like I said, we don't know for sure who's gonna be in those final spots, but we'll discuss along the way on TikTok, uh, IG, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and make predictions for the play-in. So yeah, that's our thoughts, man, on the NBA playoffs preview for this year. Y'all come below, man. Y'all tell us who y'all think will win it all this year, man, or who y'all think got a chance to win it all.
Go ahead.
What happened?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Matter of fact, let me see like this. Hold on. So I sent. Hey, can I turn the camera around? Like I want to cancel. But basically, no, I ain't on that guy dog. I sent I sent the topics and step. She
Uh huh.
to my she to my one, none, two, nobody, three, nobody, and no one, four, nope, five, you, me, them, us, and they, the end. Hit that follow button.
She is crazy,
See?
man. But yeah, man, y'all come below. Y'all tell us what y'all think, man.
Exactly. Don't do what my wife said.
Right? Don't do what she did, man.
I mean, hit the follow button, do that, but
Right? Please do
don't
that. Yeah.
listen to that.
All right. What's topic two? We got.
All right. So two, pretty much gonna stay in the NBA, man. We got the front runners for MVP, man. So I'm guessing, you know, tell us in the comments who you like, who your pick, who you feel should have been in the top five, you know. But yeah, basically the front runner for the MVP.
So with me, I think. I mean, this kind of obvious. At least the first two will be SGA and Wemby.
Of course.
You feel what I'm saying? Because
If you ain't got them in your front two, I don't think you watch
yeah,
basketball.
I don't
Even if
think you
you ain't
watch it. Yeah, I don't think you watch it, and you definitely don't know it because both of them has been, especially Wimby, since the All Star game or All Star weekend. The boy been going crazy. Really, as a team, they've been going crazy. They what I think they was what was that? I think they won at least majority of their games. I want to say like 20. I want to say they won at least 20 plus games out of the
mm-hmm.
42 that was left or 41 that was left. They been coming ready to play. You feel what I'm saying? Then Wibby, like I say, he's been the leader of the team. You know what I mean? Double doubles, getting 6, 7 blocks. You feel what I'm saying? Like he been doing his thing. The SGA, he's just a pure scorer. Like I don't know where this came from, but since he been at OKC, the man just it's hard to stop him, man. Like for real.
Hey man, it floating for real, for real. That's the real definition of a floater.
Right, for
Now,
real.
boy, Kyrie might have mastered it, but boy, they done took it to a whole nother level, my boy.
Yeah. Like, bro, he's so smooth with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like he can have 15 in the first quarter. Come second half, better keep doing what you was doing in the first half. Cause if you don't, it's over with.
What? That man, and he gonna get to the line regardless.
Oh yeah, he gonna get to the line. But for the first two, those would be my picks. Third, you could throw Jokic in there because you know what I mean. To me, he always gonna be in the contention because he always close to average. Well, I think he is averaging triple double this year. So you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. He always close either he is averaging it or he close to it. But you always got to throw him in there. And then the other person I probably could throw in there maybe Donovan Mitchell or well at one point it was Cade, but they saying he missed too many games, so he won't even
Yeah,
qualify.
and that's what I was gonna say.
And I kind of hate that rule because my thing is like Cade Cunningham was saying, like kind of wipe away what they worked hard for this season. You feel what I'm saying? Like he worked hard to try to put himself in position for the award, but he can't even, what I'm saying, qualify for it now because they got that game limit.
Yeah,
And I get it; they trying to cut back on the load management and all that, but you punish the team rather than the player. You feel what I'm saying? Like if anything, you should punish, hey, take a draft pick away, or you know what I'm saying, or if you really see that they trying to do load management, just what I'm saying, just take a draft pick away, or tell them they got a fine or something. You know what I'm saying, something like
yeah.
that.
I think should there be a little fine? I don't even think the draft. I think the draft pick a little. You know what I mean? It's a little excessive, if you would say.
Yeah, you
If
can. Yeah,
anything,
you can say that.
find them like 20 bands. So
Yeah,
yeah, after a while, them 20 bands gonna add up.
yeah. You gonna start telling, hey man, y'all gotta play tonight. I don't care what y'all
Hello.
doing. Know what I mean? But as far as the MVP race, I think is really will come down to those top two. I mean, we at the end of the season now, so I'm quite sure the votes should be in by now, but it might not be finalized until probably the end of this week. So,
I
um,
thought your boy Tyree Maxey or Embiid were gonna have a chance.
yeah, but shoot, they weren't consistent enough. Shoot, and then they were missing Paul George, so um, a lot of those
But
games,
Paul
shoot,
screwed himself though.
huh?
I said Paul screwed himself, so
Yeah, he can't stay healthy. So,
show.
but yeah, I think it's gonna come down to those two now. Who go win it? Hey man, for me, it's a toss up, and I don't really because either one of those
SGA.
more deserve. You know what I mean? Huh?
SGA.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could. Yeah, really, the guaranteed, MVP because they got the number one seed again. I want to say he the leader scorer this year again. So it's only what I mean, it's gonna be only right for him to get it.
Young man be balling.
Yeah, but like my bro say, man, y'all come along and y'all tell us, who y'all think is gonna win the MVP. Or y'all, no go win the MVP, but who should win it overall. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Y'all
It's on the
coming
gram. It's on TikTok. It's
right,
on Facebook. Let us know.
right.
My bad, good people. Had a burp. My bad. All right, so we're gonna keep on rolling. But I'm going to hop over to the NFL real quick, man. So basically, we got NFL free agency. Basically, your winners and you got your losers. Because we all know everybody can't win. Because there's a lot of bonehead decisions that was made in this time. One, mine, which I get it. They end up with Hendrickson, like what is it? The Ravens, but
Yeah, the
I
Ravens.
still
Yeah,
felt like Max Crosby would have he would have he would have brought a lot more firepower to that line for sure, for
yeah,
sure. Yeah, I feel like that defense would have been a little strong. Not necessarily to say that's a loss, not to saying like that, but in my opinion, I would have took Max. Like that's just me.
yeah. And I mean, I see, I understand why they backed out because, like I said, he just came off the surgery,
Hmm.
um, and I don't know what type, if he gonna be that same impact player like he was before the surgery, or just his whole tenure with the Raiders. But like you say, man, I was shocked myself because I'm like, bro, they got Max on that D line, and then
Telling you.
they get some more pieces in the secondary or that linebacker. Hey man, no boy,
That's
them,
it. That's the team that we've been hoping and praying for that he get.
yeah, yeah. But Like I said, they called, they rescinded on it and got, Trey Hendrickson. I think he's still gonna be effective, but I just feel like Max is more dominant on that line.
Yeah, of course. Of
He
course.
don't care who in front of him, he gonna get back there and talk trash while he doing it.
Man, what? And tell you your play. In your face.
Right. Like he told what was it, one clay, he was like, hey man, he was like, hey, it ain't working, Pat. What you doing? I said, hey man, that man here crazy. But
Hey, man, look. But that's just what he bring, man. So that's why I said
yeah,
I ain't gonna call it a loss. Yeah, well, I know a lot of Baltimore fans upset at that, but hey, you know.
yeah. They'll still take Trey 'cause he's still a decent, DN.
Mm,
They just got to, whoever gonna be on the other side of him just got to make plays too.
so
Another good one. Who was that? Uh, basically, would you call them a winner or a loser though with that
what to my with to
Raven?
my Baltimore? I mean, you can call him a winner because
Yeah,
he
by
is
the,
a
by,
strong. You know what I'm saying? He's a strong defensive presence, so you gotta call it a win for that. Like it ain't like they just went and got somebody out the draft who don't necessarily possess the same potential or just made basically a money move, basically. So, I mean,
right.
it's a win. It's a win.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Who was another one? The Raiders. Now, I can say they spent some money, man, to
They
go
they
get some
hey
players.
they- hey for real. And now I
They
mean,
did. Like I said, they
hmm.
definitely winning now. A lot of people like I don't know about that Kirk Cousins because ain't nowhere to
Man,
wear.
look, see,
Even though,
you took the word. You took the word right out of my mouth.
but they broke it. They broke down the contract. It's really like a 1 year deal with a possible 2 year extension. I guess the 5 years combined with their contract and then the Falcons contract.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like all together he making 5 years, 120 because the Falcons still got to pay him. Which, like I said, that was a dumb deal. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying, just take the rookie quarterback. If you know what I'm saying, if you didn't, you was unsure if
Right.
he was gonna be that guy.
It. I can okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. I can understand the veteran aspect of it,
Right.
but from a skill and well, you can't. Well, yeah, cause that was the leadership part. As a veteran, that where they come in at. Still, skill wise and longevity wise, I wouldn't have did it. He just, he just ain't that. Yeah, man, I remember I was mad when he came to Atlanta. So, hey, it is what it is. But nah, I'm calling him a lose on that one. That's a loss because
Yeah,
he
on
ain't
that
worth
one,
it.
yeah, yeah, he definitely ain't worth it. But everything else they did beforehand, hey man, they looking like they
But
can
yeah,
do something next year.
definitely. I mean, but you got TB12 in there. Come on, man. Something bound to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. And I mean, but I had a call it anyway that they was gonna sign him because I'm like, it only makes right to where, like you said, they got Tom Brady, so make it smart to get a veteran, a legit veteran, that played well at the end of the season, for the Falcons, and then that set up Fernando so whenever he's ready, or he ain't got to be rushed to be thrown in there, he could just work with Cousins, he can learn from Cousins, and when he's ready, they can put him out there.
For sure.
So yeah, like so
Yeah,
on that with that one, I said it's a loser. Overall, they definitely was a winner. The way they spent the money and got the players they needed, and then they got Max coming back. So I mean, I don't know if they still gonna try to trade him or not, but he is back.
definitely.
Um, Another one. Uh, who was another one? The Giants did pretty good too. They got like
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely. Um,
Hmm. I ain't
I
even
was
see
shocked
that
they
move.
Yeah. I don't know if they got a receiver or not, but I think, from my knowledge, they didn't get a receiver, but they probably just
But
gonna
now
get
they
one
got
out the draft.
talks of they got talks of Odell coming back,
But yeah, I did. Yeah, I did hear that too.
which I
But
don't know
it's
how
just,
much impact he can make. But I mean,
yeah,
eh, guess you go get your bag, my boy.
yeah. I mean, sure, you look like you back healthy. From what they seen from that flag football games. You'll be interested, see if that happens or not. But they had some good pickups. Uh, who else? The Vikings. I say they're a winner because they got a legit quarterback. I mean, he ain't, won a playoff games and like that, but I think with him going with Kevin O'Donnell, is go put him in a position where he need to be, or put him in a position where he can really play the quarterback position. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
because I feel he just got thrown in the fire last year.
who Kyler?
Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, because he was coming off injury, so he still wanted to prove that he could do well. But I think after they started 3-0, they started just falling apart.
yeah.
It was like 2-0, 3-0, 1-0. But after that, they just fell apart. But I think he's in a good position, and I think he's gonna do well this season. Now, is he go transfer to a playoff team? I don't know, because the NFC North is a stacked team, conference now, with the Packers, the Lions, the Bears. You feel what I'm
Man,
saying?
what?
They stacked now, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But I think he's in a good position though. Uh, what's another one? For another team.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about this. I'm gonna ask you about the home team.
For the Falcons? Yeah.
What you got, win or loss?
I'm definitely gonna say loss. Only reason I'm saying that because my thing is, even though you probably still won't like this pick either, but to me, they should have brought Kirk Cousins back. They should let him go restructure the contract, and you know what I'm saying, and just let him have. Because my thing is, like I said, he wasn't playing great. We won four straight games. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
And the
I,
defense.
I I get it from a business standpoint. I'm gonna say that. I get it from a business standpoint. And just looking at if looking at last year, he did, finishing the year he did pretty good. But if anything, yeah, I would have tried to go get Malik.
But see, they want to do that because they know the value with Malik was to be a starter. So they wanted that, like I said, they still believe in Penix. Matt Ryan do. He still believe in Penix. But the thing they trying to make sure now is, okay, until he shows that he's fully healthy, we got to go get somebody that can at least hold the team down until he gets back.
That wasn't the way to do it. That Negro one concussion away from throwing up 12
Yeah,
game
that's what I'm
times in
saying.
one
Now
setting.
that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have got him. Like to me, you could have got Cousins. You could have got who else? What's the boy name out of San Francisco? Mac Jones.
Oh, yeah.
You could have tried to trade for him in a sense to get, you know what I mean? Who else? I'm trying to think of other backups that was out there.
Man, I would have went and got Teddy.
Teddy too. You feel what I'm saying? True. I mean,
I would.
he's not the same. He's not the same player as he was when he first came out or before he had that big injury. But sure, he still would have managed the team.
Exactly.
And he got weapons all over. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't like he couldn't hold it down. Or Justin Fields. You could have got Justin Fields.
Man, we should have been got Justin Field.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was other options than Tua. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, they made the decision. I mean, don't get me wrong. When he's in the flow of the offense, he's accurate. You feel he's very accurate. Now when he get frustrated and he's getting blitzed and what I'm saying, they ain't blocking for him, then he go throw the high passes and inaccurate passes or whatever. So that's why I say, I mean, it's not all bad, but I understand why they did it. But at the same token, it's kind of like you said, you take one big hit, he could be done. So then,
Man,
what
I'm
you
talking about
doing now?
heartbeat, bro. Like, 'cause
You
it
feel what I'm
just, I
saying?
don't, I get it. I understand. This is a very gruesome and brutal sport. But come on, bro. That man, I'm telling that man, one concussion away from it all being over. I ain't
Yeah,
talking about their life, 'cause I don't wish no ill will on them, but I'm just saying, period. But how many more concussions that man able to take, bro? Like, you can't keep doing that.
yeah, that's true.
And it like every time he get hit, it like, well, at least a big hit, it's always a concussion.
Yeah, always.
Like,
So,
I don't know, bro. Something ain't
so
sitting right with
right,
me with that.
right. So I mean, for right now, I'm gonna say loser. You feel what I'm saying? But we still got the draft. I'm trying to see what they go do. Whether they go draft a corner first uh, um or some or another position on the defense
You gotta go corner first.
or receiver. I would say receiver too because we do need another receiver.
Yeah, but go corner first, bro. Get your defense together. Cause it's like you get the defense together, the offense be trash. You get the offense together, the defense be trash. Like, bro, you seen what the offense can do last year, bro. Just go get a corner, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, I'll admit too in this draft, it's gonna be a lot of receivers. We're gonna have a shot to get what the receiver that we want. But like I said, so far as corner, you got to go get one of them fast.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. I mean, I guess you say Miami
Yeah,
overall they
I say
did
Miami
pretty good.
won. Yeah,
Huh?
I say they won. I say they
Yeah,
won.
yeah, they did. They got the players they needed. To me, their biggest one, of course, was Mike Willis, and then they got the linebacker Willie Gay. I want to say he used to play for the Chiefs.
Mm.
That was a good one. I don't know why they signed two kickers, but okay. Uh, they signed Zane Gonzalez and Riley Patterson. Um, who else?
Mm.
The Jets did pretty good too, but you never know with them. I mean, yeah, they got some pieces, but they go out the short on the field.
Man, what? Who Lord? It's like the Jets what dream. It's like what the Jets what dreams go to die.
Who else? The Browns they got some decent pickups, especially for the O line. They got
Yeah, 'cause they had done lost one of their key O line players at first.
Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he signed back. Then they got Zion Johnson. I want to say he used to play for the Cardinals, and then Eldrington Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they got Titus Howard too. Oh, they made the trade the Texans. So
Yeah.
yeah, they basically building up their line. Okay, okay. Who was made now loser? I'm gonna say Cowboys for sure. Another loser is the Cowboys.
I mean, hey, hell. Well, what do you expect out of that?
Right, they definitely was a loser.
They go into they delusion. This how you, this how you, this how you. Then they go to we'll bounce back. We'll bounce back.
Right.
We'll get it next year though. Mm-mm. I'm so tired of hearing that.
Um, the Jaguars is another loser to me. That I don't think they got enough additions to help push them over the top for next year.
We'll talk more about it next time, but I do want to ask you: you think the rumor true about Trav
What?
that they gonna permanently stick him at Kona?
No, that's true. I think they is true. I think that's what they go do. They go stick them. They go stick them at a corner, and then try to put them in certain packages, which I thought they was trying to do anyway. But I guess once the season came, they felt like sure he could play both sides. But we said that from the beginning that he was gonna have to pick one, or they was gonna have to pick one for him.
Bro, these grown men, bro.
Yeah,
This ain't college no more. What they say, but you got what how they said. You got regular man strength, but some of them folk got father strength.
yeah, that's true.
And they come to lay you out, my boy.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I think like I said, I think he gonna be, and I think he gonna be a great corner. So I definitely see him making plays at the corner position.
Yeah.
Titans got a lot of, cause I think they had one of the top salary caps out there, or cap salaries, I should say. They got a lot of pieces too, but I can't say if they're a winner or a loser just yet because we don't know how they go pan out. but
I mean, right now you got to give them. You got to give them the win
yeah, just because they got a lot of
because
positions they need.
it's some good moves made.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna pan out though.
because they got who's that? Wendell Robinson from the Giants. They got a couple pieces on the offensive line. They working on their D line too. They got Solomon Thomas, Malik Herring, um, John Franklin Myers, Jordan Elliott, Jacob Martin, and then my boy out of FSU, Jermaine Johnson. They used to play for the Jets.
Yeah, like I said, they got you can call it a win. Just how they pan out. That's gonna be the difference, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We'll know about week 5.
Yeah,
We
by
would
week 5,
definitely
yeah.
know about week 5.
Now the Broncos, they're a winner in the sense of they got Jalen Waddle
Oh yeah,
in the trade. Now the thing with that is, can he stay healthy?
I think you will because you still got Cortland, him.
And
Who
probably
on the other side?
who was that third? I can't think his name right now. I want to see him went to Michigan State. I cannot think his
Mm.
name right now, but I think he's still there. But he basically was
But yeah,
the
but
go
he
ahead,
was
go
the
on.
number 2. But I mean, pretty much the majority of the time, Cortland was getting that ball. But still,
Yeah,
I feel like he'll be all right. I mean, for the most part, put him in the slot, sit on the fly. Put him in the
yeah, true.
slot, sit him on the post. Put him in the slot, sit him on the little quick little slants. Put him in the slot, do a little wheel screen with him. You can keep him healthy. You know what I'm saying? Give him the right routes to run. Little 5 and that, little 10 and that, little slants here and there, like in the red zone. Deep ball, deep ball fly, deep ball post. Yeah, it'll work out.
Who was this? The Chiefs did what they needed. They got the running back with Kenneth Walker. They signed Travis Kelce back. They signed Tyquan Thornton back, even though he ain't really been doing it like most people thought he would in their offense. Uh, they got uh, I can't even say it, but I want to say Kyer Elam. They used to play for who he was with? Was it the Cowboys? It might have been the Cowboys, but they signed him on probably for a 1 year deal, probably or a multi-year deal, but they definitely need a corner after trading McDuffie to the Rams.
For sure.
Who else? I would say the Eagles. Well, no, they did get some pieces, but I just think they could have did more, especially with probably get more value with AJ Brown, because y'all know y'all don't want him there no more. I don't know why y'all hold him in
Man,
there.
they know what he possessed. So
That too, they do know that. They definitely know that.
that's like having a car. You get the car, you first get the car, you love it, it's brand new, it ride good, that thing gonna hold you down. But then you just be like, you know, I'm tired of it, but
Right,
I know it's reliable, so I can't let it go. You know what I mean?
right.
They know what's going on.
Yeah. So yeah, they I guess you call them one of them. They got the piece they needed. They signed Jordan to an extension, Jordan Davis. But
Big dummy.
I heard they trying to trade what's the name? Jalen Carter.
I can see that.
Yeah, that, like I told somebody, I said, so they trying to trade because he a menace. He don't care. He don't care what
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, yeah.
And then I feel like the Lions could.
He remind me of a younger Sue,
Uh,
Jalen Carter.
yeah, yeah,
Remember how Sue was just doing stuff like he be like, bro, why you doing that?
yeah, yeah.
Like, that's essentially what like that's he's a young Sue, like, bro, what are you doing?
Panthers did pretty good. They got a lot of pieces to try to add to their
Oh yeah,
defense.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, they trying to keep afloat in that NFC South. Um, the Rams did pretty good. They got two good corners. They helped their secondary because that's really what they were missing last year. If they had a good secondary, they probably went to the Super Bowl.
For sure.
Then Seattle did pretty good too, signing the pieces they needed. But I still feel like they should have signed Tariq Woolen back. Him and Kenneth Walker.
Man, you gotta if you ask me, I'd say they losers because I wouldn't have did that. But hey,
Yeah,
maybe they know something that we don't know.
yeah. But then, like I said, Charbonnet, he should be back next season, so it will be interesting to see how he come off the injury. But I think they got a lot of trust in him. But
Yeah.
for the most part, those are teams that really made a big splash. Everybody else was kind of in between. Um,
I feel like everybody else really just waiting on the draft.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the Buccaneers are losing because they let their top receiver go.
Don't know why they did that one, but hey,
Right.
like I said, they know something we don't know.
True. but
That's about all.
but yeah, that's pretty much we just want to touch bases on some teams. We probably gonna be talking about it more as the draft get closer, because um, but then even after the draft, because once we see the draft picks that have been made, we kind of plug in, so how the teams gonna be looking come preseason and regular season.
Definitely.
But y'all come below, man. Y'all tell me who made the best moves this so far this NFL off season.
All right, we're gonna move right along.
So this is question number 4, right? The
Yeah.
topic number 4. I'm
So
sorry.
so we got can Harbaugh and Stefanski lead their new teams to the playoffs this season?
And I pretty much came with that topic because with Harbaugh, everybody still believe in him as being a real good coach, and to me he is. He just
He is.
since he got his last championship, he haven't been able to push them over the top. I don't know if it was just him, or you could say him and Lamar Jackson, or him and the team, or whatever. But it just didn't happen
Mm,
when he was in Baltimore. So um, now that he was with the Giants, they got some pieces. Now, it might be a reach to say they could get. Well, it's definitely a reach to say to a Super Bowl, but to the playoffs, they probably could sneak in there if they can get off to a hot start. Like they can
I mean,
go,
I feel like they could. They could.
like if they could get off to like let's say a 6-3 record or um, a 72, something like that, get off to like a hot start. If they can get to that point, I think they'll definitely make the playoffs.
I can see that. I just think what's going to determine with me is what they do with the run game since Cam ain't that right.
But yeah, yeah. What
That's going.
talking about with the Giants?
Yeah,
Cam who?
man, I'm finna butcher buddy name. The white boy, the
Oh,
running back.
Scatterboo. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. I forgot about him. But yeah, that is true. He definitely still got to get healthy. So he probably gonna miss at least the first maybe 2 or 3 games of the season if he ain't healthy before the season comes around.
I feel like they gon' I don't think he gon' I don't know because who they got as of right now. Who they got running the ball?
I want to say, is it Montgomery? That's his name. I forgot his name, but he went to. I want to say he came out of Florida Atlantic, but he basically
I
held it.
think they.
He held it down for him last season with him being out. But
Yeah,
and then they could draft a back, get some backs in the draft. So
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. They could just get one to kind of hold it down for Cam until he get back. But they got some pieces though. Like I said, Cam get back healthy. You got Jackson Dart. Then Malik too. He got to get back healthy.
And he got to limit those them Hail Mary throws he be doing. He be putting up out there.
Oh, Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah, he do. He do. Who else? They still got Slayton, I think, and then they still got the kid out of Tennessee that they drafted a couple years ago. It's shocking to me that he still ain't panned out because he got a lot of speed. I guess he's not a good route runner. That's why he probably ain't been playing as much. He got some pieces, and then the defense is there. You got Brian
oh yeah.
Burns,
Oh,
Abdul Carter. Still got Thibodeau. Even though I think a lot of people think he might get traded because like I said, they drafted Abdul Carter. But I still think to me they should keep him and just rotate him. You feel what I'm saying? Keep him fresh.
even if he ain't even gotta rotate him. Shit, put him on opposite side, let him wreak havoc.
Yeah, because really Abdul really a linebacker, but you could put him on the edge because he know how to get to the quarterback. But yeah, they got them and then. But the key piece to the defense though, or the nucleus of the defense, which is Dexter Lawrence, they just say he asked for a trade. So because he the
Mm,
contract, what I'm saying, missed the contract negotiation. So you just say, hey, well, y'all can't give what I want, so I take a trade.
well, hey, that could be a problem, but I don't know. I still think they'll be all right. I think they can get to the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think the Falcons can get there too. It just
I got to see how the quarterback
quarterback,
play is.
man. Quarterback situation.
Yeah, that
Feel like
and
they can cause they got enough weapons to take the load off him. It just
yeah,
he gotta be able to stay away from the big hit.
yeah, that's true. They really basically just throw the ball away. But like I said, I know they got well with the Falcons, like I said, they definitely got the piece on offense. It's gonna be the big factor, like I said, it'll be quarterback play, and then also getting that second receiver. We definitely need a second receiver. We get that second receiver, we should be good. Because like I said,
Oh,
Jahan Dotson, he more of a slot guy. So to me, he should be getting those passes in the slot or in the reverse game and trick plays and all that. But
let him
um,
go get Tyree.
you sure that somebody put it on posted that one day on the what's that X. Where I was like, sure, Tyrese said he wouldn't mind going back and playing with Tua again. So they could do that. Even they just get him on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah, bring him on home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
South Georgia boy, bring him on home.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just hoping overall. I'm just hoping that defense can play solid, even though they don't have James Pierce right now. But most people thinking he's just gonna get a suspension and then still play this season. Um,
We'll see.
we'll see though, because I mean we don't know. You know, is she gonna continue to press charges on him or let it go, whatever.
Ain't even really hug per se. Fool, you ran over 12. Boy,
Oh, well,
you better hope they
that's true
fry you.
too. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
You better hope they don't fry you. That what you better hope.
because really, from what I think heard this, seeing this video, where they were saying they've been having domestic disputes since their college days. So you know what I'm saying, but it just never got out because I guess they swept it on the rug because they know they was top players on
Mm-hmm.
on the basketball team and the football team. But they said
Yeah.
they've been doing it for a while, so it's kind of like it's just an old history. They just kind of gets just overboard to what I'm saying, overblowed to how it got to that point. But um, if he could come back, that'll be a plus because, like I said, he was dominant last year. I mean, a lot of people think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, to me he should have
Yeah.
too. But and to be honest, what's funny though, that just a little jokey joke about it. I said when he lost, I said he probably gonna go crazy after he get away from this award show.
Mhm.
I said
He did.
because I
He
seen it the
did.
thing, he was shocked, like I didn't win it, like what? But and hopefully he get the counseling he need for the anger management because it ain't never good to just what I'm saying, be going off on people, man. You
Yeah.
gotta know how to control yourself. But but yeah, I think the Falcons are definitely, like I said, really they've been in a position to make the playoff the last 2 years. To me, they just for some reason can't get past the 7 game mark. What they did this year, they went 8-9 and still come at the playoffs. But you know what I mean? I think this year
Hey
they can
man.
really make it. But like I said, we just got to get that quarterback play.
Yeah, I feel like long the quarterback play okay, the defense hold up they in, they'll be all right. They'll be able to tough it out. But it just like you said, stay away from the big hits. If you stay away from the big hit, I'm gonna keep saying that till I'm blue in the face. Stay away from the big hits. Get
Right.
out of bounds. Nigga, go down. Just go down.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you got to do, just go down. Don't let them take you down. Just go down yourself.
Yeah. That's true.
But like you said, I always say, week 3, week 5, it'll tell it all.
Yeah. True.
They definitely gonna
But
tell it all.
but y'all come below me. Y'all tell us if y'all think the Giants or the Falcons are gonna make the playoffs this year, man. Or you think they both gonna have losing seasons again. Y'all come below, man.
Mm. Hey man,
Know what time
I
it
don't know
is.
about y'all. I don't know about y'all. But hey, if you really with us, you
Right.
know where we at right now. You know where we at with it.
Know what
You know
time
what
it is.
time it is. Hey man, it's just the end of the episode, man. So you already know what's up.
You already know what it is.
Topic
One.
number 5,
Right.
3.
One.
Oh,
See.
hey man, it's our top 5.
They
They
alive.
alive. They
They
definitely
alive.
alive.
They alive. I know y'all been
Our
waiting
top
for the
5, man.
pass, but now they alive, man. They alive.
Hey man, they top 5. They alive. Got our top
So.
5 NBA playoff team.
So who? Well, I know it's been a while, but you went. I think you went first last time, didn't
I think I did.
you? Okay. Well, I'll go ahead. So my top 5 playoffs, and that's uh West and East combined.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
So one, you got to put the champs number one. I mean, They don't look like they fell off at all. They look like the same team.
Nope. Nope.
Um, so you got to put the Thunder one. Or I'm gonna put Thunder one. Two. I'm gonna say Wimby them because that's they just been going crazy, man. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta get on their
Mm-hmm.
prop. Um, so they're the Spurs two. Three. I'm gonna say Boston. You got to put Boston in there. Like I said, the way Tatum just came back, and since he been back, he been balling to go along with Jalen, and they've been one of the hottest teams in the East. So I'm gonna go Celtics. Four, I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. Like I said, you can never count out Jokic. You always go keep him in
Mm-hmm.
there. Him and Jamal Murray. And to me, they got that missing piece back, which is Bruce. I was about to say Bruce Bowen, not Bruce Bowen. I can't think his first name, but um, it might be. It is Bruce Bowen.
Thank you, Leah.
Yeah, it might be. But he came back to him after he got he signed with another team after their championship run. So I think to me he was that key piece to winning that championship that year, coming off the bench. Um, so that's to me that's a good factor, good edge factor to have going into the playoffs. And then five, I'm gonna say
Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown. That's what it is. Um, and then five, I'm gonna say now this one tough. You know what? I'm gonna put my Hawks. Forget it. I'm gonna put my
You know
Hawks.
what, bro?
I'm gonna put my Hawks in there. Only reason I put them in there because a lot of people thought they wasn't gonna be they weren't even gonna make the playoff or at least make the play in because they traded Trey. So I gotta put them in there. They might not win the first round. So what? They still that one of the hottest teams after All Star break. So hey, you feel what I'm saying? So that's my five. I got the Thunder, Spurs, Celtics, the
Nugget.
Nuggets, and the Hawks.
We pretty much got the same list, bro. No bull. I just didn't put the Nuggets in there. I put the Pistons in there.
Okay, okay.
But we pretty much got somebody everybody. I just didn't put the Nuggets in there. Now like you know what? I'm gonna throw the home team in there just because.
Right,
Just because they the home team.
right.
But yeah, pretty much got the same list. But like I said, I like Detroit, man. I like they were doing out there. Like I said, I hope Cade can come back. But if not, man, they had a good run this year though, man. They were balling out this year.
Right.
Yeah, man. Got top five.
Who you got again?
They still alive, huh?
Who you got again?
I mean, pretty much everybody you got except for the Nuggets. I got
Oh, the
the
Pistons.
Pistons.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, 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 okay. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's out. One, two, three, four, five.
our
Our top
top
five.
five. They alive, my
Alive.
guy.
They
They
alive.
alive and well. Yeah, somewhat that
So
happened right now, boy. I don't know what going.
what? Yeah, yeah. But our top five NBA playoff teams, man. Y'all come below, man. Y'all tell us who y'all top five team is for the playoffs.
As a matter of fact, we need to put that up. Can we do a poll on that? Nah, okay,
Pro.
that'd be too many teams. Yeah,
I
that'd be too
mean,
many.
I
But
always
y'all just
well, I mean, when I do the when I put the audio on Spotify and all that, I always do a poll. Like I might say who,
okay.
you know what I'm saying. So I might just do that, like who is your top five teams, or you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Okay, cool.
But we thank y'all again as always for tuning in, man. Like I
Man,
say,
been
we be
another rendition of the Bros.
right. You know what I'm saying. Like I said, we be trying our best to get them out, get these episodes out, man. But it be hard. That's why you got to follow us on the social media, so you keep up with it. We still be in tune. We just don't do the episodes all the time, but we're trying to get back
Exactly.
to it, man.
Man, y'all see what time it is, man.
Yeah, y'all see what time it is.
Y'all see what time it is,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? It's after 11 o'clock. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey man, hey look, hello. Both of us gotta get up, man. Go to work, man.
Both of it, you feel what I'm saying? But we just got to make it happen, man, because we know y'all want it. Y'all want to see it. You feel what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
But until next time.
Hey man, we out, man. Peace.